Hey Caitlin, hey Ira, hey Bo, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday, December 31st. That means it is the last day of the year. And we'll be saying goodbye to 2014 very shortly in about 9 hours. For me, I don't know what time I'm going to upload this, so for you guys it could be like 2 hours. I don't know. Anyway. So, I thought I would tell you what my 2014 was like. So, since I had a child in 2013, 2 weeks after my intended wedding date, it got pushed back, and in February of this year, I got to have a wedding ceremony with Dustin, and it was great, and Lily was a flower girl. She didn't really throw flowers. She was just carried by the maid of honor. But it was awesome, even though it was very stressful, trying to plan it all myself and, pay for it. And in April, I think it was, I finally took a trip to Chicago with Ira and a couple of her friends. This is notable because it's the first time I went to Chicago and actually got to go around in it and didn't do any touristy things really. Obviously I've been to Chicago for ASIN for 6 or 7 years now, and I had gone there once before with Dustin, but we did all the touristy things. We went to the Willis Tower, and we went to Children's Museum, I think. And yeah. So it was fun seeing parts of the city that people who live there go to often. It was nice having Kevin there, who lives there, to show us all the cool things or whatever. And then in May, I went to ASIN, and I brought Lily with me. So that was the first time I'd been to ASIN with a child. She mostly stayed in the hotel room with my mom, but I did actually take her down there once, and she kind of flipped out a little bit. There were just so many people. I think, ASIN brings in around 30,000 people each year, and that's a lot of people to squeeze into that convention center. So she was a little overwhelmed. She still wasn't too big on people. May was also notable because I went back to work. I had been on maternity leave since August of 2013, and I was supposed to go back earlier, but first it was because I was still breastfeeding and I didn't want to leave Lily so soon. And then it was because Dustin's car broke down and we only had one car, which you can't do one car for two people with jobs, especially since ours kind of overlapped. But then in August, I quit. I told her I was quitting, but I'm kind of on standby, so if someone calls in and they absolutely have no other choice, they can try to call me. But I did this because I went back to school after not being in school for 4 or 5 years, I think. And so my first semester back at school started in early September, and it was very interesting. I did really well in English, which was not a surprise to anyone but me. In September, Lily turned 1 year old, and that was very exciting. Also in fall, Sarah and my sister-in-law both got married. I was in Sarah's wedding. I was not in Stacy's, but Lily was. Actually, let me find a picture for you. You cannot deny the cute. Oh my god. they had her in the wagon, and the flower girls pulled her, and she was just, they were pulling her down the aisle, and she's just like, hi, hi. I was like, who do you think you are? You think you're the princess of this show? In the not so great news, we lost Dennis in September, actually the day before Lily's birthday. That was obviously a very jarring experience for our family, and very slowly getting over it, but it hasn't been easy. And Christmas definitely wasn't easy. October was the first time Lily went trick-or-treating. She hated it because it was cold, and she just wanted to be inside the entire time. So if it's that cold again next year, if she doesn't want to go, then we probably just won't go. And even despite all of these changes, a lot of things are still the same, and I wouldn't change them for the world. 2014 was great and hard, and I'm hoping 2015 will be even better and hopefully a lot easier. I will see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year's, guys.